Nigeria up against Cameroon in the round of 16 of the African Cup of Nations. Indeed, in history, it's been a mixed tale between the Super Eagles and the indomitable Lions. Here's a preview of a game set to take place on Saturday. My name is Ayomide Shotubo, and this is the Nutmeg on Guardian TV. And now, very quickly, we have to preview the game ahead of Saturday. And joining me to do that, as always, is Hogan. Hogan, how are you doing?
I'm good, very well. Thank you. It's good to be back here.
Now, interestingly, Cameroon are like our nemesis, all right? When you look at the history of this tournament, they've been our nemesis many times, defeating us in years 1984, 88, and 2000 to go all the way to win. And in fact, historically, this fixture is one to watch, right? Because in 1984, in the Felix Houphouët-Boigny Stadium there in Abidjan, all right, that was the first time Cameroon went on to win. And, you know, it was at this same particular stadium we're talking about. Also, this fixture, all right, I'm just giving you a lot to, think about before we dive straight into the analysis of it. Also, in 2019, it was right in this same stage, in the round of 16, that Nigeria kicked out Cameroon. It was Odion Igalo, all right?
Yeah.
And then Alexander Iwobi. They got the goals in a 3-2 victory as well. But for this one, I've not been particularly convinced about Cameroon, all right? Yeah. But what are your initial thoughts and impression of this?
Well, we all know that Cameroon they scaled through to this stage with just, let's say, by grace.
It was a last gap victory, really.
Yeah. So I was watching the game, and at initial stage I felt, oh, Cameroon is gone. But as we have it, this is football. This is why we love football, and they are here. But however, it's a game of football.
Yeah, sure.
Not a game of chess. So every team are going to have 11 players on the pitch of play.
Almost certainly.
Yes, we have a record. There have been records, but the Cameroon back then is not the Cameroon that we know today. So we are looking at how it's going to be, and if we can actually give our best. If our teams are hungry, and then we know that the result should be a victory.
There's an interesting twist to this, because I did say that I've not been convinced by them so far, and that's looking at their first two games. But against the Gambia, all right, on Tuesday night against the Gambia, it was sort of a case of fighting spirit for Cameroon.
Yeah.
They were down, but two late goals really. One was unfortunate for the Gambia; it was an own goal, lack of communication there. But really, forget about the factors that led to the goal. They showed fighting spirit. And when it gets to these sort of stages, that kind of element really is quite important.
Yeah.
How the Super Eagles, who, point in case, have not been really up for it in terms of goals. But really, how do you think that the Super Eagles can prevail over the indomitable Lions?
Well, like you rightly mentioned, one of our issues that we faced so far in this competition is our ability to convert chances. I believe that our first game against Equatorial Guinea should have ended probably a 3-1 victory to us.
Another day, right?
And against Cote d'Ivoire, we should have had about 4 goals to none against Cote d'Ivoire. And our last game, we should have had so many chances to convert.
Yeah, sure.
But I believe that for every game we play, there is always an improvement in the team. They must have checked what are those things that we did in our previous game that gave us this result. Can we do better? How do we convert chances? If Osimhen can begin to convert his chances and give us the Osimhen that we know, then I believe that we are going to the next one.
We don't know this Osimhen, that's what it means.
Yeah.
But anyways, as per what's going on in camp right now, there's a training session today and tomorrow. Those sessions are not open to the media, and then they will have another just before Saturday when the match will kick off. But then you look at the what do you call it now? The head-to-head rankings. I mean, recent meetings between both sides. The 0-0 was the last match. 1-0 Cameroon won it. 3-2 back in 2019, just like I said. In fact, for the Super Eagles in the last 5 games, there have been 2 wins and then 2 draws as well. Really, it's closely matched. It's evenly matched when you look at the head-to-head. But really, what are your predictions for this one?
Well, if we did it before, we can do it again.
Let's do it again. That's
Yes,
the
let's
campaign
do it
anyway.
again. Anyways, I feel that we can go into the game. I believe that we should be able to get more goals in this round of 16, in this leg. We should get more goals. So I take a 2-1 victory to Super Eagles.
A 2-1 victory?
Yeah.
You want to be bold enough to predict who gets on the score sheet?
Yeah. I'll go with Osimhen.
I'm allowing you to dream.
Of course, I go with Osimhen, and I go with the player who has not proven himself yet, Chukwueze.
Really?
Yes.
I was thinking you were going to mention Ademola Lookman.
I see him providing an assist.
Okay. It's more or less like Hogan has watched this match and we haven't, but we'll see after the game on Saturday, hopefully. All right, we can talk about the Super Eagles advancing into the quarterfinals. From every viewpoint, it's quite important for us Nigerians for us to get through, especially with some of our, neighbors and rivals already crashing out of the tournament. But that is where we're going to leave it in this particular episode. Thank you very, very much for watching as always, and you can be part of our community by hitting the subscribe button and get our latest content as well by hitting the notification bells. And of course, you will always see our faces telling you about everything going on in the wild world of sports, especially football. And thank you very much, Hogan, for coming again, and surely see you next time.
3 point all the way.